Oh, yes, we can hear you.
So today we're going to look into the Murli of 14th March 2006. And one of the things that Baba is saying that, for everything, like there is this criteria. In order to get a good job, we need to have a good qualification. And so applies to everything. And so here also Baba is saying that in order to experience a meeting with God, right now we have the answer on the screen, but we really have to think, what is it that I need to have in me in order to experience meeting with Baba, the highest being. And so this is the Murli of Holi. And so Baba is focusing on the aspect of burning, because Baba's Murli is usually on Holi's in few different aspects. Sometimes he talks about past is past. Baba's meaning is also unique of the word holy. So today he's focusing on the word burning. So we need to burn the consciousness of I in order to experience the meeting with God. So let's see what Baba has to say to us. So it's 14th March 2006. And the theme for the Murli is, in order to experience a meeting with God, celebrate the holy of burning the wrong consciousness of I. With the sprinkle of your drishti, color all souls with the color of happiness, peace, and bliss. Today, the holiest Father is celebrating a meeting with his holy children. All the holy children from everywhere, while sitting far away, are close. Bapdada is seeing the sparkling star of fortune on the forehead of such greatly pure souls. So let's also visualize that we are the holy souls. And the sparkling star of fortune is shining on the forehead. No one else becomes so greatly pure throughout the whole cycle. This is God himself telling to us. At this confluence age, it is you fortunate children who take the vow of purity, and in the future you will be doubly pure. The body is pure and the soul is also pure. Go around the whole cycle. Baba is challenging us that go around the whole cycle, no matter how many great souls have come. There are very few who are pure in soul and pure in body. Neither have religious or righteous souls become so pure, nor have great souls become so pure. Bapdada is proud of you children. God himself is proud of us. Wow, my greatly pure children. Wow. No one else becomes doubly pure and doubly crowned. It is you elevated souls who become doubly crowned. He is reinforcing. He is really telling us that we are the only ones who are doubly pure and doubly crowned. Your form, that is the doubly pure and doubly crowned form, is appearing in front of you, is it not? This is why people of the world celebrate as a memorial each and every speciality that you have created practically in your life in this confluence age. Today, too, all of you have arrived here to celebrate Holi in the Viman of love. You have come here to celebrate Holi, have you not? All of you have celebrated the Holi of purity in your lives. The people of the world have given a physical form to everything that has spiritual significance because they are body consciousness. They are body conscious. You are those who are soul conscious. Whereas they are body conscious. And so they have taken everything physically. You have burnt your old sanskaras with the fire of yoga. Whereas the people of the world burn something in physical fire. So Baba is going back and forth, comparing the spiritual and the physical aspect. Why? Without burning the old sanskars, you can neither be colored by God's company, nor can you experience a meeting with God. This is the highlight of the Murli, that in order to meet God or experience meeting with God, we need to burn the old sanskars so that we get colored by the God's company. Even when you want to paint a house or paint something, paint a bowl, we can't just paint on the color. We have to take off the old paint, scratch, and then we can paint. So here also we kind of burning the old sanskaras in order to get the color of the company of God. So your life has so much value that every step of yours is celebrated in the form of a festival. Why? Throughout the whole of the confluence age, you have created a life of zeal and enthusiasm. People celebrate the memorial of your life as a one-day festival. The life of all of you is one that is filled with zeal, enthusiasm, and happiness, is it not? Or is it only sometimes? Do you constantly have enthusiasm? Or only sometimes? Those who feel that you have enthusiasm and happiness, and that happiness in your life is a special gift from God, that no matter what happens, your zeal, enthusiasm, and happiness of Brahmin life can never disappear. Raise your hands. He's a good teacher. He always likes to check, and he always makes sure that we raise our hands. Do you have this experience? Do you have this experience? Bap Dada wants to see the face of every child as always happy, because no one else has the fortune of happiness that you have, nor can anyone else have such fortune. We have the fortune of happiness. People from many different wings, different professions are sitting here. So have you made a plan for the self to become an embodiment of experience? Bap Dada is happy. Today, such and such a being has come. Such and such a being has come. Welcome. Congratulations for coming. You have good zeal and enthusiasm for service. However, first of all, make a plan for the self. Bap Dada has seen that each of the plans of all the professions is better than the next, and that they make very good plans. Together with that, it is very essential to make a plan for self-progress. This is what Bap Dada wants. Every profession should make a practical plan for self-progress and claim a number. Here Baba is not just talking about service. He also wants us to have balance of service and self-service. You get together in groups, whether from this land or abroad. You hold meetings and make plans. Bap Dada is pleased with that. But just as you make plans for service as a group with zeal and enthusiasm, in the same way, make plans for self-progress with as much zeal and enthusiasm, and by paying as much attention to claim a number. Sometimes we become slack in self progress or making plans for the self, because it's very motivating when we're doing or making plans for seva. There is this enthusiasm, but when it comes to us, we become disheartened at times because we're not able to achieve the target that we have set. So Baba is saying that make sure you make a plan for the self. Pay attention. Bab Dada wants to hear that in this month, every profession has put their plan for self-progress into a practical form. Those of the different professions who have come, raise your hands. To those of all profession, Acha, so many have come. Many wings have come. Bab Dada heard that there are 5 or 6 professional groups who have come. Very good. Welcome. Now, one more last meeting remains. It's a meeting of the March. So one more remains. Bab Dada has already given the homework. Bab Dada looks at the result every day. So it's not he doesn't look, he looks at the result every day. You may think that Bab Dada will take your account in the last meeting, but Bab Dada checks this every day. You still have 15 more days. For the remaining 15 days, Bab Dada is giving a signal to those of the different professions who have come, and even the children who are instruments for the profession who haven't come. Each profession should make a plan for the self-progress to become an embodiment of a particular power, to become an embodiment of a special virtue, to give some form of light and might for world benefit. You should make a plan for the self-progress. For what? To become an embodiment of a particular power, to become an embodiment of a special virtue, or to give light and might for world benefit. Each profession should decide this among themselves and then check. All those who are the members of each professional wing, it is good that you have become a member, but every member should become number 1. It shouldn't just be that your name is noted down as being a member of a particular professional wing. You are a member of the self-progress of a particular professional wing. I really like how Baba saying that it shouldn't be just that your name should be noted for a particular professional wing, but you are a member for the self-progress of a particular professional wing. Is this possible? Those who are instruments for different wings stand up. Those who are the instrument abroad stand up. The 4 or 5 instruments for the countries abroad stand up. Bab Dada finds all of you to be very powerful images. You are all very good images. Do you all feel that you can definitely do something and show it to Bab Dada in 15 days? Is that possible? Speak. Is it possible? Speak more. Is it possible? And someone would have said, we will make full effort. Baba said, speak more. Is it possible? I really like this Baba's art of psychology. He really knows how to talk to the children and still convince them and make them do, even though we think that we can't do, but in front of Bab Dada, we just raise our hands. And that's like an indirect way of getting things done. Because whenever, when someone asks and we said, oh, I'm not sure, then there is not this inner will and we're not sure. So might do, might not. But when we really raise hands, we do feel that, I have raised the hand in front of Bab Dada. So let me put my full effort. So his way is unique as well. Is that possible? Speak. Is it possible? Speak more. Is it possible? Then someone from the administrative wing has created the plan that no one will get angry. One of the year was about on anger and how to be free from anger. Do you also hold an inquiry about that? You sisters, the teachers, maintain courage. Then after carrying out an inquiry, can you give the result in 15 days? Those from abroad are saying yes. What do you think? Is it possible? Those from Bharat speak, is it possible? So there is no escape. We have to say yes to Baba. Seeing the images of all of you, Bab Dada feels that the result is good. However, if you make effort to pay attention for the remaining 15 days, then this practice will be useful in the future too. Now hold such a meeting that whoever wants to keep an aim for any virtue or any power, Bab Dada will give them a number. Such a help. Bab Dada continues to see who is in the number one being of self-progress. Bab Dada has seen that very good plans are made, but if service and self-progress are not simultaneous, then there isn't as much success in the service plans as there should be. Therefore, seeing the closeness of time just ahead, keep service and self-progress combined. Balance. There mustn't just be self-progress. There also has to be service. For it is through your stage of self-progress that there will be greater success in service. The sign of success in service and self-progress is that you will be content with yourself in both of these, and that whoever you serve will also experience contentment through service. Really a good definition. What does it mean to be successful in service and self? So the sign of success in service and self-progress is that you will be content with yourself in both of this, and that whoever you serve will also experience contentment through service. If you yourself and those from whom you are instruments to serve do not experience contentment, then there is less success, and you have to make greater effort. Do all of you know that the golden key is to attain easy success in? Do all of you know what the golden key is to attain easy success in service and self-progress? All of you have the experience of it. The golden key is to have the consciousness of being an instrument. What is it? To have the consciousness of being an instrument in your behavior, face, relationships, and connections. To be humble and to speak pure words, just as you saw Father Brahma and Jagat Amba doing. The key to success, Baba is saying. To have the consciousness of being an instrument in your behavior, face, relationships, and connections. To be humble and to speak pure words. However, in some cases now, there is a percentage in the success of service. So what is the reason for that? Why is there a percentage between what you want, how you want, and the plans you make for that? Bap Dada has seen that in the majority, the reason for the lack of success is one word. Now he's really going into the main theme of the Murli. Before that, he was trying to distract us or move away from the other things and slowly have a chit chat and make us give answer. When you want to get attention of someone, you start asking questions and get reply from them. Then slowly we have the attention there. So now he has our full attention. He's really going into the Murli. So now saying, Bap Dada has seen that in the majority, the reason for the lack of success is one word. And what is that? I. The word I is used in 3 different ways. No one in the world would think this way. But Baba is saying that the word I is used in 3 ways. In being soul conscious, I is used as I am a soul. You use the word I. In body consciousness, too, you say, whatever I am saying, whatever I'm doing is right. I'm wiser. This is a limited I. In body consciousness, there is also I. So in soul consciousness, there is I. In body consciousness, there is I. And the third I is when someone becomes disheartened. And disheartened, then they use the word I cannot do this. I do not have the courage. I cannot bear to hear this. I cannot accommodate this. So, Bap Dada continues to hear many songs of all 3 types of I. The speciality Brahma Baba and Jagat Amba had in claiming the number was that they were completely devoid of any wrong consciousness of I. Again, that's the key to success, to claim number 1, that they were completely devoid of any wrong consciousness of I. They were completely ignorant of it. Father Brahma never said, I am giving this advice. I am right. It was always Baba, Baba. Baba is making me do it. I'm not doing it. I'm not clever. The children are clever. Such an humble soul. The slogan of Jagat Amba was, do you remember? The older ones would remember. The one who is giving instructions is making me move. I'm not moving, but the Father who is Karavanhar is making me do it. So first of all of you have to finish the I of arrogance and feeling insulted and move forward. Let Baba emerge from you naturally in every respect. Let it emerge naturally because you have all had the thought of becoming equal to the Father. To become equal, simply burn this one royal I, the I of body consciousness, disheartenment. Okay, you won't get angry. Why is there anger? Because you have the consciousness of I. You have come here to celebrate Holi. So what is the first Holi that is celebrated? That of burning. You are very good and very worthy. You are the lamps of the Father's hope. Simply cut out this little I. Not too much, little I. Cut out the 2 eyes and simply keep the 1 eye. Why? Bap Dada is seeing that many of your brothers and sisters not Brahmins, but Agyani souls, have become disheartened in their lives. You will now have to put wings of courage on them. Now comes the role of being merciful, being the ancestor. So Baba is saying that you're not doing just for yourself. You have to do it because Agyani souls. But Agyani souls have become disheartened in their lives. You will now have to put wings of courage on them. They have become completely without support and lost all hope. So, O merciful ones, compassionate, kind ones, specially beloved deity souls of the world, fulfill their desires with your pure wishes, feelings of mercy, and soul consciousness. Baba is reawakening our ancestor form, the deity form. Are you not receiving the vibrations of sorrow and peacelessness? You are the instrument souls, the ancestors, worthy of worship souls, the trunk of the tree, and the foundation. So many titles. Baba is reminding us that we are the instrument souls, we are the ancestor, worthy of worship souls, the trunk of the tree, and the foundation. Everyone is searching for you. Where have our protectors gone? Usually when a child is very young and don't find the mother around, he starts crying, and so much crying that other feels bad for them. So here too, we are the ancestor souls, we are the instrument. The souls are crying out in sorrow and peacelessness. So it is our duty to shower pure wishes and feelings of mercy and good wishes. Where have our beloved, special beloved deities gone? The Father is able to hear a lot of calling. Now, with self-progress, give them the sakash of the different powers. Give them the wings of courage. Your drishti, again, very beautiful line. How Baba uses the word. We never think it that way. Your drishti is a sprinkler. With the sprinkle of your drishti, color them with the color of happiness, peace, love, and bliss. Very visual image. Just imagine your drishti is like a water sprinkler. It's a sprinkler. With the sprinkle of your drishti, color them with the color of happiness, peace, love, and bliss. You have been colored with the color of God's company. Give all the other souls a little experience of the color of spirituality. Give them the experience of the auspicious mela of a meeting with God. Show the wandering souls the path to their destination. Create plans for self-progress in which you become your own checker and check that there isn't the royal eye emerging. Not just make plans, but become, check and then change. Today, you have come to celebrate Holi. And so, Bap Dada is giving you this thought. Today, before you go, you will burn the eye of arrogance and of feeling insulted, of being disheartened. So before we go, we'll burn the eye of arrogance and of feeling insulted, of being disheartened. You will not take it back with you. You will burn something, will you not? You will light a fire. the fire of yoga, which is as intense as a volcano. Burn it in that. Do you know how to burn it? Do you know how to have such intense volcanic yoga? Or do you only know how to have ordinary yoga? Become the ones who have volcanic yoga, the light and might houses. Do you like that? And then he says, attention, please. Burn the eye. Such a strong word. He says, attention, please burn the eye. When Bap Dada hears the songs of I, he switches it off. God himself doesn't like to see. Baba don't like to hear the songs of I, and he turns it off. When there are songs of Wa, he turns up the volume. But there is a great pull in the consciousness of I. There will be a pull in everything. Not this, not that, not like this, not like that. Therefore, because of this pull, tension is created. Bap Dada doesn't like attachment, tension, and nature. What are the things Baba don't like? Attachment, tension, and nature, in the sense like the wrong nature. In fact, the meaning of the word swabhav, yes, nature, feelings of the self, bhav, is very good. But it has been taken wrongly. We say, Mera swabhav hi aisa, my nature is like that. Neither get pulled into a situation, nor pull anyone else towards it. This is a big thing. In Lokik way, we always think that, don't get into this. Don't pull yourself into this. But Baba is saying, don't even get pulled, nor pull anyone else towards you. Through our smallest action even. Through our way, that's why Baba says that whatever you do, others see you and do it. So this is, be pulled toward others in wrong action. That too causes a lot of distress. No matter how much someone tells you to, do not pull them towards yourself. Neither should you get pulled into a situation, nor should you pull anything towards yourself. Finish all the pullings. Let there just be Baba, Baba, and Baba. Do you like this? So leave this. So leave behind the three things and the two eyes. What are the three things? What we have to leave the three things? The things that Bap Dada don't like. What were the three things? He said that the three things he doesn't like are attachment, tension, and the wrong nature. And the two eyes were the eye of body consciousness and disheartenment. So do you like this? So leave behind the three things and the two eyes. Do not take them with you. They would create a burden on the train, the extra luggage. You have a song, I belong to Baba and Baba belongs to me. So just keep the one eye. Finish the two eyes. You have celebrated Holi. You have won everything, even in thoughts. Now you will create the thought. Did you have a thought? Raise your hands. Did you burn it? Or will a little bit still remain? Should you be given permission for a little to remain? Should you be given a little freedom? Should you be given freedom for a little? Those of you who think that you should have freedom to have a little, raise your hands. There will be a little remaining, will there not? You are very courageous. Congratulations. Dance and sing in happiness, not with a pull or tension. Sometimes, when there is too much of pulling and pushing, there is pain. So Baba is saying, cut all the strings. So dance and sing in happiness, not with a pull or tension. In effort also, sometimes we take tension that, how should I make effort? I have to do this, I have to do that. There shouldn't be any tension even in effort. It should be easy. Acha. Today it is Holi. And this is why Bapdada is telling you to burn something. What are we going to do now? And then Baba is talking to different groups that they have come. So should we take this tomorrow or want me to continue? Rakiben or Miben, you want me to continue or?
Yes, Tartiben, we can continue tomorrow.
Okay, yeah. So it was very interesting, Murli, because some aspect, Baba sees it with different way. And so maybe we will take a minute or so and then share the points that touched us and something as collective today we can do. Baba says we have to burn, we have to leave all the consciousness of I and the three things here before we go. We were not in Madhuban, but here we are in group. And I always remember the line that Baba said, wherever there is a gathering of Brahmin, there is Madhuban. So today we also can create a very powerful thought that what is it, that is pulling me, that we can leave behind today and burn together that the wrong nature. So let's take a minute and let's think of that one thing, not too many, just one thing that you want to get rid of today. That is bothering you from long time. But today, in front of Bapdada, in the gathering, we want to burn that one thing. So let's take a moment and think. Om Shanti. So keep that weakness that you want to burn, and towards the end, collectively we will burn in the fire. So before that, would you like to share anything from today's Murli that touched you? Or something that you're gonna think about, do some churning on that, or your experience from today's Murli. So who would like to go first? who want to claim the number one?
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Good morning, sister.
Good morning.
I really like the point that Bap Dada does not want to see us in tension or any kind of pull. He wants to see us dancing in happiness and zeal. So this is the point that touched my heart. He does not want his children to get disheartened or get angry or feel insulted in any situation. And he also suggests us to remove the consciousness of I, because when we get into body consciousness, we have to work a lot, we have to work very hard, and so it becomes difficult to remember Baba at that time. So Baba is suggesting us to become free and liberate all the souls from peace and peacelessness and sorrow. Give them the sakash by being first giving attention to your self progress, and then give others also your sakash. They need it. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. He is definitely a good parent. He doesn't like the children to be in pain. And that's why he's saying that get rid of all the pulls, the strings that are attached, and be free from them and dance in happiness. Definitely. So,
Om Shanti, sister.
and Om Shanti.
The word I like the most, which I try to use it almost every day, depends on how I use I in what context. So if I'm using I, that I have to go buy groceries, that's meaning's totally different than I'm talking to somebody and say, I'm better than them. So if my I shows ego or anger or something like that, that's the one I want to burn. Whereas, if I have to go and take care of my AC in the house or something, to me, this is how I feel. So maybe, I'm not sure, but this is how I think. So if the I is part of the ego and all that shows up, that's the one I want to burn.
That's true. Yeah,
the day-to-day jobs, I have to go take shower, or I have to eat food, or I got to do this, normal stuff that we all have to go through, call it mundane stuff that we all have to do it. And to me, that's different than, when it shows ego.
Well, that's definitely right. No, it's Baba, it's not really the word I, but it's the feeling behind it.
Correct.
And like what you're saying, that when I use the word I and for day-to-day basis, there is not this the feeling of ego, or I'm superior or you're inferior. If I say, I just have to go and buy things for me. So there is not that feeling. But when when we start comparing or discriminate, that's where the ego comes in. So yeah, it's definitely okay to really use the word I, but in the right way. But also, there are so many things that we think that I and mine, right? Baba always talked yesterday also in Saka Murli's blessing. Baba was talking about mine and I, and how we can transform it. So there are so many different things that I say that this belongs to me, my phone, my things. So all of those are also a bit of checking points. So yeah. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you, Om Shanti.
Shanti. So who else would like to share?
Om Shanti, sister.
Shanti.
Thank you, Baba, for the beautiful Murli, and especially the focus on the I. And like what Ingadai said and what you said, the I, when it is with ego, that is the I which we have to destroy, burn away. But the I can also be, I am a pure soul. I mean, I am actually connecting to Baba, because I am doing that, right? So I think this subtle difference in the I, because the I can be very, very positive when it is completely lost in Baba. But the I, when it is away from Baba, or when it is full of ego, it is that I which has to be burnt. Otherwise, the I is your strength. I is what brings you closer to Baba. I is your service. I is what helps people around, right? So I think, yes, what Indrabhai said, it is the reality, and we have to differentiate in what I think between these two. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. After hearing all three what they shared, I want to conclude. Yeah, I. If I feel I in my old nature of sanskaras, and now Baba has given me so many somans, elevated versions. And if I situate myself in those, I am the decoration of Baba's heart. Bhagwan Ishwar Kul ki Shrestha Atma hai, Kulbhushan hai, and I am Baba's Noor-e Ratan. I'm in the heart of Baba. I'm the support system, right hand of Baba, Waris quality bacha. If I situate myself in Smriti Sarup, in that consciousness of whatever Baba has given me, countless, unlimited if I go away from this, then always weak and debilitating myself. And today in Sakar Murli also Baba said, your sukh ke din, your good days are coming. And like today's also, Sneh means Baba says you be merged in love so much that you color yourself with my all the beauties and strength. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Definitely, huh? Baba has really taught us a good method of changing, transforming. We don't just leave things, but he says transform everything. He said change your mind into my eye into mine, huh? And then whatever is ours, we give it to Baba. So here also, I think Rakhi-Ben also has put it very nicely that when I'm burning the eye of ego, which is body consciousness, and imbibe the eye of self-respect, which is soul consciousness. So it's really the replacing the word I with a positive affirmations. And that's the very thing that Baba has reminded, that who are you? You are not the I of body consciousness, but you are the I of soul consciousness. And when we remind ourselves our original nature or the original quality, then that fills us with power. Yes, Sister Lata, you want to share?
Om Shanti. Just adding to it, Baba says we have to burn all the old sanskars with the fire of yoga. The people in the world are burning through physical fire, something with physical fire. But we have to burn our old sanskars, and only then we can be colored by God's company. And then only we will be experiencing the meeting with God. So our life is so valuable that every step that we take, we have to have a celebration in the form of a festival throughout the whole cycle of the confluence age with lot of zeal and enthusiasm. Om Shanti.
We celebrate in a spiritual form because everything of ours is a memorial in the path of bhakti, and that's why they do everything in the physical form. Definitely. So what were again the 5 things that Baba didn't wanted us to take back with us? It was the 5 things. So he said that don't take this with you because there will be a burden on the train. So what were the 5 things? We should make sure if it has come into our luggage, we have to remove it. The 3.
Bab Dada is asking us to first remove the 3 kinds of I, that is body consciousness, body consciousness and getting disheartened, and also pulling do not get pulled away with someone, or do not pull someone with you also. Connect that person with Baba. And tension, he has told us to remove the tension, and all these kinds of things Baba has told us to remove. Om Shanti.
Types of eyes, wrong eyes, what consciousness, disheartenment, and the three things, attachment, which basically don't get pulled, nor pull anyone else. Tension and the wrong nature.
Sister, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the three eyes were of attachment, tension, and the wrong nature. So who else would like to share?
Shanti sister.
Shanti.
Shanti Baba. Baba today mentioned that apart from doing service, do also have orientation towards self-progress. So having a balance between these two definitely matters, because I have experienced that even in the Lokik world, when you're doing too much of service with that intention, with that zeal and enthusiasm, you somehow after a while feel that you are burnt out. You have a sense of weakness or probably disinterest. So Baba Dada, even in the Alaukik world, also says that take a while, meditate, that traffic control practice. That's how actually self progress can be ensured. Even Baba's Brahmin children also will have to read Murli at times, discuss, and then that's how you carry out self progress. So I was relating to that, sister, and Baba also in progress in continuity. He mentioned that contentment is the key of that. I mean, that's the result. That's how it is shown how self progress and service both are going hand in hand. Could be seen is that through contentment. So that is a take home message, and connecting to it is my weakness that sometimes I do not take the habit of writing down seriously when making a point to write it. So I'm thinking that now onwards, contentment is something that I really like to be with. So for the sake of contentment, I shall write. I shall write.
You say
Thank you, Baba.
write in the sense like write a chart to Baba. Is that what you're saying? Or
Write the charts to Baba, write question answers. And even in the Lokik world, the subjects that I'm studying, write question answers, write notes, write your journal, all these things, sister. Om Shanti.
new step. And definitely, writing is very interesting. And Baba do say, the Baba do often remind us of writing chart, and it really has its importance. And it's a very interesting process. I think we all have experienced that it's different when we just tell Baba or the whole thing of for the day, the daily routine, what has happened, and when we give chart to Baba just in verbally, or whereas when you write it down for a few days, you can really see the attention that we pay. Because when we write down it, there is really this focus or that attention that, yesterday this happened, but today I don't want to do it. So there is definitely a psychological reason why Baba asks us to write it down. And I really, yes, I do agree with this whole part of contentment. It's really the good way to check that wherever I am, whether in my self-progress or where I am at my service, the only key, the sign is contentment. I would be content and the others would be content. Such a big thing. And the answer for most of us, at least, or I can say for myself, the answer is always no. That are we content with self-progress? And it's always this answer, no, not content. So really, that's the key word. Thank you. So who else? Maybe one or two more.
Sister Baba said about volcanic remembrance. So today we request, like you said, take out one of your weakness. So while towards the end, we would love you to take us to that plunge, to that volcanic feel of yoga. Please, sister. Thank you. Sister, you're not audible.
One of you would like to share? Yes, Renuben?
Yeah, just now you were not audible. That's why I wanted to remind you also.
Sorry, what was that?
No, just now you were not audible. That's
Okay,
why.
all right. Yeah,
And,
yeah.
Okay. And as for me, anyway, good morning. Happy Sadguruvar, everyone.
Good.
For me, I just like the point where Baba says, we are the lamps of hope of Baba. And he says, Agyani souls, they are already disheartened in their lives. And we really have to truly be the merciful ones. Do I really have the compassionate feelings and kindness? Because we are the beloved deity souls of the world. And am I going to fulfill their desires? They are really crying out and calling out. The way Baba says, where have those who are our protectors gone? And where have the specially beloved deities gone? Do I have these feelings of mercy on them? Am I an instrument soul? Am I an ancestor soul worthy of worship? Am I the trunk of the tree and the foundation? If I really feel I am, then I will give a lot of time to help them, because lately, this beginning of 2022 is a year filled with a lot of tragedies, one after another coming. And I really feel, if not for having the strength and the good part of the tapasya for 18 January, which we are still continuing until end of this month, I think probably my stage also would have become shaken up. Thank you, Benji. Om Shanti.
Definitely, the time for upheaval is coming, and we have to be stable on Rama and not really be shaken by the scenes. And that's why Baba is preparing us from long time. From so many years, Baba is preparing us for these scenes, so that when the scene comes in front of us, it's like nothing new. We already know. But Baba do say with that we do need to have the long-term practice. Lambe kal ka abhyas, Baba uses the word. So if we don't have that practice, then definitely the end times would be difficult. So we still have the time to make effort, and so we should make the most of it. We have Baba with us in a weird form. We have the family with us. We still have the chance to go to Madhuban to charge us. We still have everything we need, technology to support us in all different ways. So make the most of what we have right now to build that strength, that inner strength. Definitely. Thank you. And Madhu then shared that I wonder each member of this group speaks so sweetly that no words to say. Really, I enjoy. Achha, sorry, that's a feedback. And I want to know, don't have Saka Murli group also. That's lovely. That's lovely to hear, Madhuban. So I guess maybe we should have some meditation, and let's together create this thought. And at any time, when we do this powerful thought in the gathering, there is definitely Bapdada's help. Anyway, he'll help us. But when there is this collective thought, and Baba is there, Drama is there to help us. So let's give something to Baba today, right? So let's just focus on some meditation. Let me just relax and center myself in the awareness of that pure I. I am a pure light, existing in the physical dimension. Let me visualize myself as a beautiful sparkling star. I am light. I am peace. I am that ancestor soul. I am the foundation of the tree. I am the instrument. Sometimes I'm so focused in the world of doing that I forget the power of just being. That sparkling star in the forehead is separate from this body. The pure I existed before the body took shape and will continue to exist even after the body finishes. The pure I is eternal, imperishable. When that pure I is connected with the Supreme, the powerhouse, the source of power, and when the rays of power from Bapdada reaches the soul, it heals, it burns away all the negativity, the old nature, the weaknesses, that's there in the soul. Bapdada's love removes the burden and heals the pain. Now let me imagine a fire in front of me. Let us all sit around this, in front of this fire. Bapdada is also there with me. In front of this physical fire, let me bring back that one thought that I had created, that one weakness that is bothering me, that is like an obstacle on this path. Let me mentally write it down on a piece of paper. Imagine you writing down on a piece of paper that weakness. Once you have written it down, crush the paper. And let me throw that piece of paper in this fire in front of me. And I see the smoke coming out. And along this smoke, my weakness also dissolves as if it never existed. It took a farewell from me today. And now, let me again write down on a piece of paper, whether physically or mentally, one word or one line that you're going to replace for that weakness. Some positive thought or a line from Bapdada or an affirmation that you're going to replace. Take a moment and write down what comes to your mind. And that's the answer from Bapdada. One word or an affirmation or a line from Murli. So now that I have that answer, that positive affirmation or a line that is going to remind me for my self-progress. The weakness has gone, and now I have with me the quality, the virtue, the answer from Bapdada that is going to help me in my further journey. Let me remind myself every day for next few days this line that I have written down on a paper as a reminder that this is the written gift of something that I have given away. And And let me remind that I am a powerful soul. I'm a victorious soul. I'm the pure I. Let me come back to the present moment. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Dharti Ben, for the wonderful meditation commentary with the fire. Thank you, all of you, and see you tomorrow at 5:30 am with Dharti Ben again. Om Shanti. Happy Sadguru to all of you.
Thank
so
you,
much.
Mami sister.
Om
Thank you
Shanti.
so much, Dharti sister,
Wonderful.
for a wonderful, brilliant session of this volcanic fire. Sincerest gratitude. Thank you, everyone. Wonderful family. Good morning.
Very nice commentary, sister. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, sister.